Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. I'm going to let you read all that stuff. It's Friday. 1.9 degrees Celsius and 69% humidity. Anyway, shout out for this video is Mad Onions. One word, folks, Mad Onions. Anyway, he's been a YouTuber for about a year, just beating through his channel there. He made a really cool folding welding table, homemade snowblower, homemade waste oil burner, homemade tractor side-by-side. It looks like he got himself a big, I don't know if it's a Briggs or a Tecumseh, and he smashed it onto a four-wheel drive vehicle and set it up with a couple of seats. And he specifically asked about this thing, a Foreman 350 dog, 350D. So I think I'm gonna set this video up for him. This is, let's call this, the last one was kind of intro to the Foreman. And we're gonna call this a part one. What am I gonna do with this? The first thing you got to do when you get your hot little hands on one of these bikes is go through it to make sure it's worth doing something with, and just dumb little things like the steering is really tight, you know, easy to steer. I don't see anything bent. I went through the frame, I started on the front. A lot of times you could tell by the shape of the bumper and all. It's not beat to death. I don't see any cracks, any welds. The frame isn't all dented in. I mean, once again, look at the bumper. It's really in pretty decent shape. So I went through it stem to stern, and I looked that over. I looked over the wire harness, and there's some things unplugged. I mean, I could assume some of this stuff is like probably for headlights, so that's not too big a surprise. I'm not quite sure what the heck was going on with this. This green wire seems to power that fuel pump. This is a fuel pump right there, that round thing. I looked in the gas tank. I don't know if there's going to be enough light. I think you guys can kind of see in there. Right. Gas tank's actually in pretty good shape. Not that it matters. I had a mousy mouse living in here. I hate the smell of mouse piss. It's got, drop it on its front wheels. It's got halfway decent front suspension. The back suspension is like a rock. It does move, but not a lot. So really hard back suspension. I looked all over. As I was looking for the cracks, I was also looking for a sticker or a serial number. I'm going to have to get on the ground and really climb around. Typically, serial numbers are on this part of the frame by my toe there, and somewhere along the bottom, so I got to crawl around and look a little closer. After looking this bike over, here's my plan. I'm getting this air filter box off. All that off. I'm getting the gas tank off. This thing looks like it was meant, I mean, if you back up, there's the tires. Here's the air intake here. So I think this thing was really meant to be a mad mudding machine. I don't plan on using it for that. I plan on using it as a yard vehicle, and I plan on possibly plowing snow with it, or I have a big Sear snowblower, a 42-inch snowblower. I'd love to independently power the snowblower. than have this thing carry it about. Given that it's a four-wheel drive, it should be in pretty decent shape. 3 of the 4 tires hold air. This one does not, and the sidewall is cracked. There's a couple of different ways of playing this. It also doesn't match. Right? Or does it? No, it doesn't match. I bought a set of tires for this thing. I think you guys could see them a little better today. I actually have some lights on. And the new tires actually do match. Probably this thing, you know, rolls like one is trying to push a fully loaded shed up a hill. I mean, it just doesn't roll worth a hoot. So this thing really has to move itself around under its own power because it just doesn't roll. I thought that thing was tough to roll. This thing is a bear. And I think that one might have a center differential, where this one doesn't. Obviously the back wheels are keyed together, but I think with it jacked up, and I have the front wheels off the ground, I think no, this one too is anyhow. It just seems a little easier to move it around, maybe because the front tires aren't quite as bulky or something. Yeah, this thing just doesn't move. So if I get the whole snorkel air thing off of there, get the gas tank off of here, this did not come with any kind of seat, nothing. So I'm going to go through my hoard of seats, but I don't think I have anything even close. So I don't know if I'm going to hack something together, kind of figure out the shape. Maybe I'll give eBay a sniff, see if I find something on there. About wiring, to start it up tomorrow, I'm hoping to get to firing it up tomorrow. These wires, those wires, that set of wires, actually, that's coming from the CDI, the stator, or actually the pulse generator, the stator, and ground. All those yellows here, that's the 3-phase stator. It heads eventually back there to the voltage regulator, and then eventually to the battery. So tomorrow I'm going to unplug this because I don't want any complications with burning out the stator. So that'll get unplugged. Then I'll unplug these other guys, put my portable CDI box on it, get this thing fired up, and we can see what it looks like. I pulled the dipstick, and the oil is like really clean. So you guys, it might not be believable, but I think this thing might be in a lot better shape than it appears. I mean, obviously it looks like somebody's, tore the plastic off of it, which they did. And it looks like they borrowed the seat from it. I don't know. The key lock is really interesting here. But I think you guys, and I think I might be pleasantly surprised with how well this turns out. I use the phrase spider bike for a bike that you get like all these brackets off of, and you just completely clean it up so that you have 4 wheels and a frame, like that black plastic inner fender. You get rid of all that stuff. You basically strip a bike down to its bare essentials, and you run it like that. This bike running, cleaned up running without plastics, is probably worth no more than the bike with plastics on it, given what I would have to put out for the plastics, right? I mean, I might have to put out $500 to $1,000 for the plastic, so the bike's worth, I don't know, $500 to $1,000 now, and if I add another $500 to it, now I have a $1,500 bike or $1,000 bike. It's just not worth anything. Whatever the plastics cost me, it might add to the value of the bike, but it's not like gonna take the bike from being a $500 bike to a $2,500 bike. It's just, it's not going to be worth any more. So tomorrow I'm going to strip this stuff off and hopefully get a little gas tank situated in there and get the thing fired up. Today I finished cutting this tree up. I mean, obviously there's more tree there. As a matter of fact, most of the BTUs are there, right? That's all the thick wood. But I got the smaller stuff cut up, got the driveway cleaned up, got it into the garage. Also made a little more room in here. I'd like to squeeze another bike in there. I'm not sure which one yet. I'll figure out which one and get one in there. Alright folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Go check out Mad Onion and watch some of his videos. He's doing some good stuff there. I think you guys might really add him to your visit and watch list. Anyway, folks, once again, thank you for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and enjoy all your days. Bye now.